Heya! This is Pokeball35, and welcome back to more Deltarune Chapter 4. This is my fourth stream of this, and I think this will be the end of Chapter 4 until we start doing some weird stuff. This is all being streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokeball35, link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer, including this full blind playthrough of Deltarune. I'm mostly not sick anymore, mostly. I don't think I can still do particular voices, but if I have to do them, I'll figure out if I can. But before we get into continuing our save, I actually conveniently have save files in parts of the game where I want to show some stuff before we continue with where we left off. Because it's been another like 3-4 days since I have last played Deltarune. I have discovered some stuff from watching other people play, and to me they are interesting, and I want to see it. It just won't be part of our main save. Very quickly, all the way back at the beginning, in Castletown, we did everything in quote-unquote Mike's room, and I found out something very interesting. If you activate the Michael Bomb, reset all scores. You hesitated. Michael Bomb will really set all high scores to 0. I'm serious. You pressed in the letters Michael. If you are a brain-rotted Undertale Deltarune fan, like I am, and know nearly every single bit of information you can possibly get out of the game, I'm gonna lower this just for a second. That song that played just now is called Grandpa Semi. And Grandpa Semi is an unused Undertale track that was originally going to be used for, like, a grandfather to Sans and Papyrus called Grandpa Semi, based on the semi-serif font, which then later got re-added into Undertale. I actually did not know this until I looked this up a few days ago when I heard this. I did not realize that Grandpa Semi was unused and then reused in Undertale. If you fight Temmie in Waterfall in Undertale, and there's like an option to feed Temmie Flakes, and you don't feed Temmie Flakes, she makes a funny face and it plays that song. Can I do it again? And Grandpa Semi is really just the first few notes to Metal Crusher, which is Metaton's theme. But, like, Toby reuses leitmotifs all the damn time in Undertale, so it wouldn't be out of the blue for that to be actually used. But I legitimately did not know that fact about Undertale. To this day, 10 years later, I am still learning new things about Undertale I did not know before. Back to the title screen. In Noelle's house, I have a save file here. Thank God I still do, because I want to see something. Oh, perfect. It's right here, too. So right as Chris does the funny. I found out something about this whole scene with Chris ripping out the soul here. What we had originally seen in this scene was I was exploring the air vents in Noelle's house, and I ended up finding Asgore in the bathroom. But apparently there's more to this scene. And if you haven't seen it before, it is very, very interesting. And I need to see it for myself. So Chris throws the soul in here, and we push the box out of the way. And we're gonna go up. I think we need to go, like, as up as I can. to the left here. Right here is Noelle's room. I feel like something interesting would happen in here in the weird room, because there's no reason for the game to show the entirety of Noelle's room when you can only see just a couple bits of every other room in the house. We can see Des's room from here as well, which is where we just were. Maybe, I'm thinking maybe it can only show the rooms we've actually already been into, which is also a possibility. But you want to go up from here and to the left. And this I did not see originally. You can actually see a very small bit of Carol and Rudy's room. But what we need to do here is very slowly travel the soul this way into the kitchen. We can actually go into the kitchen and, like, explore the kitchen. If you do stuff in here, Chris will get mad and then throw the bottle of chocolate sauce at you, and then put you back in the box. But that's not what we need to see right now. We need to see the Asgore scene again. Cleaning up sure works up an appetite. I wonder if the kitchen has any treats for me. No, not now. I can't afford to take a break. Now, more than ever, I need to concentrate. To settle this once and for all. I've got to go look again. So we left him off on that. But there's actually more to this that I did not know about the first time. So if we go past the kitchen again, and go back up here, back to Rudy and Carol's bedroom. We're almost there, aren't we, old friend? This time for sure, Tori will finally see. See what really happened. That I just wanted to protect everyone. And this time, she'll have to believe me. They all will. Then, we'll all be a happy family again, won't we? It sure is beautiful, isn't it? This black shard. And that's it. Something happened to Asgore in the past. We know this from the police station, where Asgore was fired from being the chief of police from something happening. And the theory goes is that Asgore was in charge of finding December when she went missing and couldn't find her, and then was fired. But Asgore knows something. Asgore is really important right now. Something I didn't put together originally was when Susie is talking about at the beginning of the chapter who fits the description of being related to pine trees, being related to the police, and being related to the Deltarune. All of those things literally fit Asgore. Asgore works for Carol Holiday, works for the mayor, so related to the pine trees, used to be an ex-police chief, and also is like, you know, part of the Dreamer family, Deltarune. We learned at the beginning of the chapter, Asgore goes to church very frequently and prays for his whole family, so that they could be whole again. He's just a very depressed person who lives in the past and can't get over his marriage, which honestly, like, you know, personally speaking, I've never been married, but I've been in a relationship before, and yeah, I 100% feel for Asgore. Like, I can relate to him. So, Asgore has a shadow crystal. Something happened with this shadow crystal, and something happened to December. I've heard theories that the Chapter 5 Dark World, even though the festival is coming up in the next day, the two predictions I have heard for more Dark Worlds are Icy's Pizza and Asgore's Flower Shop. Because all Dark Worlds have taken place inside double doors that you can doubly open up. Double doors are very important to this game. Even from the Chapter 1 demo, when that first came out, the library only had a single door, but when the Chapters 1 and 2 demo came out, Chapter 1 was retconned to have the computer lab be a double door, which is where the Dark World takes place, is the library computer lab. And in the back of Asgore's shop, you can see the double doors back there. So, like, Asgore's Flower Shop is a very high candidate for something. Maybe he'd be there, maybe the Shadow Crystal does something to him, I'm not sure. There's something else with this scene with Chris. And I don't know how you actually activate it, but I want to say you have to get caught by Chris first. Like, I can just walk around and just do whatever around here. I've seen people go all the way back there, and you can go to the back door, but you still can't do anything. You just hover over there. But yeah, Chris grabs the chocolate sauce and throws it at you. And they bring you back here. They close up the vent. And then chuck you back in. But the force of closing the door really loudly makes the vent fall back down. So we can start exploring a second time. And what we need to do is go back to the kitchen. Chris closes up this vent here, and you can't exit anymore. But Chris gets up and leaves. And Chris starts playing the piano in the kitchen. Something happened with the piano that makes Chris not want to play it anymore, and we learned in the Dark World, later in the chapter, that Chris fully takes control and plays the giant organ piano. But I want to sit here and listen to this, because I haven't heard this whole thing, but I have heard it goes on for a while. Like a really long time, Chris starts playing the piano. So we're just gonna sit here and listen. Interesting. That song was teased on Toby's social medias. I heard a little bit of this. Chris is playing Acid Tunnel of Love, but in a swing waltz rhythm. And for just a brief moment, it sounds like Omori Duet. But after this, I haven't heard anything past this point. Waltzes being played on pianos makes me want to cry. Also, you like how the piano can really be heard in the right ear, because Chris is over to the right? The name's Rules. It makes me wonder if the songs in the Dark World are diegetic to the game. Alright. That is true. Also, is this TV World? I heard that song enough. I think that this is TV World. I'm wondering what Noelle must be thinking right now. Because, like, in the Spampin' Sweepstakes posts, Noelle talked about how Chris would come over and play the piano a bunch. And just only play the piano. Stop playing waltzes. I also found out something recently. I was re-exploring more Spampin' Sweepstakes pages. Where did it go? This right here, Noelle's blog. It says the song she's currently listening to is Blood Crushers the Band, Rise Up Your Bat, which is the song that you play in the band in Chapter 3. Also, I did not recognize that song. This sounds like a Homestuck song. Toby said he was not using Homestuck music. Okay, then it transitions into the legend. The beginning of it sounded like a song from Homestuck, but then it transitions into the legend. And this is the choir theme, which Chris plays on the organ piano later in the Dark World. Also, hello, Sarsius, welcome to the stream. That it, Chris? I think that's it. I think this scene of events is very interesting. I have my own thoughts and theories. What I am curious about is if I leave and come back, because this is that's definitely the end. I was hoping Chris would come back into frame, but oh no, Chris is still out of frame. What about Carol's katana? So the other theories that I've heard, Carol has a katana. It was foreshadowed earlier in the chapter, but then you actually see it in the kitchen here. And Noelle says that Rudy makes fruitcakes that are so strong that you have to use a katana to cut through them. However, the Roaring Knight not only has antlers, but also has a really, really long sword, much like a katana. It's very interesting stuff. Before we continue with where we left off, I just want to quickly see if there's any new dialogue down here. Because, like, Chris just played the piano for, like, 8 minutes straight. I'm curious if Noelle says anything about the piano. No, I don't think so. Does it look like a bat at the start of the fight? I want to see sprites. I have to look at the intro to the fight again. Also, I can't open the menu from here, so I literally have to, like, quit the game and reopen it from here. But that is what I wanted to see. Where has it gone? For just a brief moment, at the very, very start of the fight, when the knight's doing the intro to the fight, the bottom of the sword does look like a baseball bat. Like the bottom of a baseball bat, or like the top, or whatever. Yeah, I did Asgore before you got here. And then, like, you know, it's kind of bad-shaped. I'll give it that. It's very, very interesting stuff. So back where we left off, what we last did is that we fought real fake Gerson here, and by we, I mean Susie, as she has now acquired the Justice Axe. There's actually one quick thing I want to see that I missed back this way, I believe. Yes. There's two quick things I want to look at that I missed. If we take this piano, I think it needs to be the green one, I'm not sure. Something needs to happen. I need to arrange these in a particular way. How do I, though? Maybe it's just the blue one? Yeah, because I can only do that there. I think it has to be the blue one. Actually, wait, no, I see it. Hold up. Can I do it this other way? Maybe? There we go. Like that. We can actually go over here, and we can look through this telescope. I didn't really realize it was a foreground element. It's a telescope. Observe Ralsei. Look at this fucking gay-ass goat. Observe Susie. She said she was practicing her healing magic in private earlier in the chapter. But you can see her practicing it there. We can also observe Chris. And Chris does nothing. As Chris tends to do. And then one more thing is... we can go back up here. Chat, do I tell a joke or tell a story? Tell a joke. Knock knock. It laughed before the punchline. What's worse than Ralsei in a trash can? Hey, want a donut? I mean, a Hertz one. Why shouldn't you fight with a broken pencil? Tell a story. Once upon a time, there was a lonely kingdom, and in it, there lived a prince who had scarcely known anyone else until one day... Okay. Fantastic. I wanted to see that because I found out that I missed that. Now, I believe we are good to make progress. We have done everything there is to do that I can think of. I do not think I've missed many other things thus far. We will save yet again. Seems the central drawer up to the stairs is now open. That ought to lead where you gotta go. What do you reckon that night fellow is, anywho? I don't really know, I guess. Last night, in the light world, I saw them. It was too dark to see much, but I guess they were a lightener. Who they actually are, I have no idea. I can't think of anyone as messed up as them. Making fountains, kidnapping people, like... Why do you reckon they're doing it? Huh? I don't know. Maybe they just... I mean, maybe they want to see everything burn. Too bad we're gonna kick their ass first. Yeah, is that so? Good luck to you all. Without further ado, let us... Oh, it even makes a cutscene happen. Alright, we're finally almost back to the fountain. Wait a second there. I got something for you. Hey, we're about to go end the stream, so... Good timing! I was just about finishing my letter. You mind delivering it for me? Deliver it? Like I said, when we wake up, it'll be gone, so... Yep, that's what I mean. This letter. Just have to read it. Just have to, have a read of it for me. Then, when you wake up, write it all back down, okay? Me? Rewrite all of it? Why don't you just... This old mind's gotta get some help remembering it. Alright, fine. I'll take a look. Okay, got it. I, might miss a few things. You sure you want me to do it? As long as you get the point. The words don't matter. Okay, sure. See you later, old man. Alright, let's go get to that fountain. I have not seen a single thing past this point. I have not been spoiled on it. The night which makes with blackened knife. The night which makes with blackened knife. Shall duel with heroes, strife by strife. Oh shit, we are back here. Actually, you know what? Can I go to the left? No, I don't want to risk triggering a cutscene. I want to make double sure that I have all of the recruits. Because I actually wasn't taking a look at that. Recruits. Bathlazard, Bibliox, Mizzle, Miss Mizzle, and Gwei. There's not a lot of Darkners in this Dark World, so I think that's everybody. Oh wait, true, we have the climbable wall up here. Foreshadowed at the beginning. I am just curious if anything else showed up over here. It is a bit strange. The scent of glass and incense. A certain power steals within you. Actually, what I should do... I don't think I'm getting any more, chests in this chapter. Let me just... storage here. TV dinner. TV dinner. Butt juice. We should be able to get to the fountain from here. All we have to do is climb up this. Huh? Sup? Hey! That night sure do be roaring, though. The night! Damn it! You aren't stopping us this time! Susie, wait! Oh good, we're doing this again. Cheat and go up this way, huh? Shit! Shit! Okay, I didn't take damage there. Pressing left. Yeah. I sure do love that. I'm getting... The controls don't work the way I want them to there. Susie, don't! Man, arms crossed. You just gonna let this loser get away? Oh, that's the fucking door to get out of the church. That's the fucking church door. All of these doors that we've seen lead to different parts of the light world. Now the supply closet goes to the unused classroom, and then the door in chapter 3 led out of Chris's house. This is the door. The knight just fucking left the dark world entirely. What the hell are you doing, you goddamn coward? Damn it! I let them get away. Church, you get so good right now. It's so true. That's alright, Susie. We did our best. Yeah, but it's not good enough. Every time, they're just one step ahead of us. If we keep letting them get away, then... How are we gonna protect Toriel? Undyne? Anybody? Susie, I understand how you're feeling, but... We have our own advantages, too. The night only seems to show its face in the dark world. If we can just seal the fountain over to the right, then it'll at least buy us a little more time. Until we have to face our difficulties again. Yeah, you're right. Chris, let's go. No, I'm going up the stairs. Grand door. It seems to be locked solid. It's a very interesting way to say that it's locked. Locked solid is not something I've ever heard before. And you have nothing to say about this? One of these days he's gonna pick up the phone and he's like, oh shit, have you seen that meme about the frog riding the bicycle? That shit's so funny. Looks like this is the fountain. Yeah, I guess this is it. Phew. Chris, Susie, I suppose I'll see you in Castletown. Yeah. Let's have another tea party or something. Sure, Susie. That's it, then? This fountain looks slightly different than the other ones. The Dark Fountain. Why aren't they stopping us from sealing it? Well... So why doesn't Rousey join? Rousey's never approached a Dark Fountain before. Well, I guess I'm not complaining. Chris, do your thing. There's 2 dark fountains? All of what we explored was just the fucking lobby of the church? Because there's a fucking second one. The door they went through wasn't exiting the church. It was going into the main church hall. And they made a fucking second one. Because fuck you. Guess the sun went down, huh? Damn, Chris! Look under the door! That weird smoke. No way! You don't think there's another dark world? Damn it, that means the night is still... It's locked. Its stupid number's locked again. Too hard to break either. Guess we try looking for the combination? Come on. Hey, shouldn't the old man be around here? We gotta get him out of here. Plus, he probably knows where the code is, right? Hey, old man, you sleeping in here? Guess not. Hey, this is that priest guy's desk. The code to the door could be in here. Huh? Dude, there's a glass case in here. But it's weird. The outside is clean, but... The inside, it's covered in dust. So my theory is true, but what's really weird is why Alvin lied, unless Alvin didn't lie. So we know that monsters are... Their dust is spread across their favorite thing. Some lore from Undertale that carried over to Deltarune. We don't know if monsters turn to dust or if they're cremated and their cremation dust gets spread across their favorite thing. But Gerson is supposed to be buried with his hammer in the graveyard to the left of the church. His gravestone has the hammer on it. And what we thought up to this point is that the hammer is buried there. That means the hammer isn't buried there, or it's a replica of the hammer. But this is Gerson's hammer. Gerson used to be a blacksmith before becoming the teacher in Hometown, from the lore that we already know. And Alvin keeps Gerson's hammer here in the church. So my theory was correct, was that Gerson, in the Dark World, was a Darkner made from... I had theorized it was the book, because the hammer shouldn't be here, but the hammer is here. But no, his dust is spread across the hammer, which made pretty much just like an entire copy of him in the Dark World, him not knowing that he's a Darkner. Because it's not a proper Darkner created in the Dark World. Huh? Dude, it's just a dusty... hell no, you don't mean... When monsters die, their dust is buried? Hey, Chris, why the hell does the pastor have it in his... Huh? There's a hammer inside and a photo of... the old man? The old man. I don't really get it, but somehow the Dark World, for a moment, it must have, like, revived him. But I think he knew. I think he knew he was. Chris, he wanted me to write a letter. A letter to Alvin. I think that's this guy's, that's the pastor guy. Give me a sec. Alright, got it. Let's go, Chris. Alvin, your old man was proud of you. The reason he didn't come to the church a lot is because he wanted you to follow your dream. He's sorry he never said that right. So write your own stories. It's okay if even they're not perfect. Very interesting that Susie has improper grammar because she's not properly educated. Because she, like, doesn't pay attention in school. Sincerely, a friend. It's a glass container. You looked inside. It's a small metal hammer and a photo of an old man, both covered in dust. Chris, let's not look at it anymore. I want to say Susie has confirmed that monsters do still turn to dust in this continuity, which confuses me a little bit, because I'm pretty sure, to my understanding, monsters turn to dust because their bodies are magical, but monsters aren't made of magic in this universe. Like, if there was magic in the light world, Toriel would be using fire to cook on the stove. That's not what happens in the house. The text is different. Juice and Wafer Lake crackers. Seems to be some sort of incense container. It's a plaque bearing the words of a famous writer. Hope comes from those who believe, and for those that cannot. May our hope shine so brightly, that they too may keep shelter from the dark. It's a large pitcher of water. Cups are stored below it. Documents. Guess the lock number could be in here, but it'd take forever to search through. Let's look somewhere else. Books. Many copies of Lord of the Hammer and some unlabeled notebooks. It'd take a while to search through all this. Small shard of something in your pocket. Feels like glass, but... This song is amazing, by the way. It's giving me Outer Wilds vibes. It's a keyboard. It has settings to sound like either piano or an organ. You know, when you played the piano earlier, it was... okay. It actually was kind of cool. I mean that. I'm not saying you should join the choir or whatever, but if you were playing every week, I might actually want to go to church. That kind of reminds me of something. So, in one of the places I used to live, there's this plaza, and they put this public piano in it. So I started playing it, thinking, you know, it might be fun, but I guess maybe because I was so bad, or because I just looked like I shouldn't be playing, they told me I wasn't allowed to play it. So I backed off, and then they let somebody else play. Somebody better. I don't know. I don't know what I expected, or why I'd expected to be able to play it. Is what I thought. Then, that night, when no one else was around, I came back. And you know what I did? I smashed it. Yeah, I smashed the piano. I don't even really know if I broke it, but I hit it as hard as I could. Hard enough to do some damage. And I ran. A week ago, if I knew you did piano, I probably would have just hated that about you. But now, I kind of just want to hear you play. Damn, I got weird for a second. Probably made you want to stop playing even more, huh? Huh? Yeah, sure. If you teach me or something, let's do it. Someday. Yeah, I liked playing the drums. Can't really screw it up, you know? It's just hitting stuff. It's a set of bells of different sizes. Look, I know you want to mess with these, but mess with them. Yeah, not now. Wardrobe full of choir robes. There's even one in your size. Damn, why don't we get to wear these? What? How, I have to sing or something? Hey, why don't they just let me play the drums? It has the angel on the calendar, and some sort of date near the beginning of the month is circled. can lead to a small closet. We found Jackenstein. The hell is that? Oh, I bet that's just Jack. Whoops. Maybe he's a Halloween decoration? There's creepy stuff in here, too. He's big. Guess we might not be able to take him back tonight. Jack is in there. Guess we can get him tomorrow or something. It's a bookshelf full of hymnals and scriptures. Inside one of the books is a letter. It was the letter A. Reading in the dark is bad for your eyes. What are these candles with people's names for anyway? It is birthdays, right? Prayer. That just kind of helps you pray for people. Hey, my name's here. That means someone must have... You clasped your hands tightly, took a deep breath, and said her name. Hey, don't pray for me, dumbass. I don't need it. Susie looks like she has an idea. Chris, we haven't gotten any closer to opening this door, but I have an idea. I think he might know. The old man. He could, know how to open it. Chris, you're thinking what I'm thinking, right? Let's make a dark world. So, how the hell do you do that again? Queen said concentrate and stab into the earth. Got anything sharp? You just carry that thing on you still, Chris? What does the knife do? Where does the knife go? Chris's pencil is their weapon. What does the knife do? Hey, Chris, you normally carry this around? Alright, well, let's give it a try. Concentrate on what I want and... That's fucking crazy. Chris at a left down angle. Hey look, we made it back. I actually did it. Hey Chris, I made a dark fountain. Pretty cool, right? Maybe I'll just let you do it next time. Much wider fountain this time. So, typically what we know about dark fountains is that the dark fountain bends to the will of its creator. Maybe that's why I didn't vibe much with the TV world in the second half of the TV world or something. I don't know. Because of the way Chris made it wasn't that great to explore. The Dark Fountain was originally made by the Knight, and now it's made by Susie. So now the dark world's gonna be different, and it's not gonna be the same. Pretty sick, right? You should try making one sometime. It's cool. So... it's impure. Whatever this dark world is. This is where the off colors come from, when we saw in the trailer. Is it me, or does something seem off? I guess it's like Rouse said. Every dark world is different. Let's go. The lighting has changed. Second Sanctuary, Atrium. I can't make this any louder than it is, but I want it to be louder. But lo, on hopes and dreams they send 3 heroes at the world's end. There's that prophecy again, the one with us. It's pretty hard to believe. Not just that things have been predicted, sure, but that I'm part of it too, I guess. The light and dark, both burning dire, a countdown to the Earth's expire. Oh! Winglade cuts in. A radical blade with feathers at the hilts. Spin! Susie wobbles like a top. Halo, goodbye. Spin! Winglade flutters in trustfully. Yeah, I knew the name sounded familiar. Yeah, it's literally a sword that I have in my inventory. If fountains free, the roaring cries, and Titans shape from darkened eyes. The third hero, the prince, alone in the deepest dark. Hey Chris, look, it's Rousey when we first met him. Guess all 3 of us have our own prophecies too. If Rousey's the lonely prince, wonder what we are. Come on, there's gotta be another one ahead. These are the Darkners that were frozen before. I am the philosopher. You sought to return the dream, but the lightning of the lightning of the mind has changed. At best, you can only see another side. Yeah, that works. Why can't I get that one thing? We know everything. We understand everything. We know nothing. We understand nothing. The Lord of Screens, cleaved red by blade. Tenna dying, half dying, was predicted in the prophecy. Hey, wait a second. Big G, you in there? Whose dream is this? Chris's dream? Susie's dream? My dream? Whose dream is this? You left it here. I heard there's something inside of the acorn, but I don't know where to find an acorn, or even what one is in the first place. We must find a way. We must find a way to use alchemy to make this acorn. The first hero, the cage, with human soul and parts. The cage? Hey, this has gotta be you! A weird illustration, though. Plus, why is it calling you a cage? Shouldn't you be something more like the cool? And then a picture that they can, like, use my drawing where you're saying Susie rules. Human soul and parts. Rhapsody. You're an enemy! Organic. Organic, a philosopher. Why he's fighting it was one of his life's questions. So as he played random notes. Random notes? You mean the first 3 notes to Megalovania? Because that's what that was. Yeah. Organic, divinates through echolocation. You tried to harmonize, touch the green. What is Deltarune? Smells like brass and satin. Also, her heal is now better heal. You performed a tune. It was mildly effective. What is love? Really, you're not there yet? You know, I was wondering why there wasn't that many Darkners in the Dark World, and now I know. It's because there's still more of them. Whose dream is this? Who left it here? At last was the girl. At last was the girl. The girl? You think that means me? Like, my prophecy's next? I wonder what it says. Come on. I mean, that is what Rude Buster looks like. Here's what we're gonna do, is that I'm gonna screenshot this. And then I'm going to save the screenshot. And then I'm going to go to my pictures. And I'm going to load the picture onto the screen. And place it over top of where this was. And then... filters. Not a filter. Properties. Nope. There we go. Transform. Flip horizontally. That doesn't help me, actually. Kinda. That doesn't help me, actually. I mean, it kind of does, it's just that the letters are backwards. We'll show you remembrance. Other side, a quest, bastion, when you something to the good. I have to read it the other way, so I don't know. When you pass the other side, a great donation will show your remembrance. Oh, that's a... It looked... Yeah, because the thing's different. That's what that said before, but still. Revivement. I need that very badly, thank you. You are one of the donators. Between you and another, you reach 1,003 gold. The National Mint would like to award you for your service. Take what is in the treasure box, as if it is yours. It was a good thing I threw 1,000 in there. It actually paid off. Ha! Hell yeah. The lighting has changed, but the power that fills you has not. Interact with the waterfall. The water is gleaming gold. Gleaming. Gold coins are glittering inside. The water is flowing up instead of down. We have some frickin' Giratina Distortion World stuff going on. The second hero, the girl, with hope crossed on her heart. Chris! Hey, look, it's me! The girl with hope crossed at her heart? Man, that's badass, isn't it? You think there's anything else about us? Don't just stand there, let's keep looking. I heard some theories here. In the fight against Gerson, he talks about Lord of the Hammer, and there's parallels between Lord of the Hammer and the Prophecy, which is what Lord of the Hammer is based on. And in, like, Chapter 1, there's a king, Chapter 2, there's a queen. In Chapter 3, they go somewhere new. I forget all the rest, but in the Chapter 1 thing, Gerson says that the heroes defeat the dragon, and at the very end of the thing, Susie asks what character of the Prophecy she is, and Gerson says the dragon. That does not look like Susie at all. If anything, with the long hair flowing down the back, it looks more like Noelle than Susie. Something along those lines. Whoever was on the phone with Chris before was saying that Susie should not take that guitar. I'm the philosopher. Haven't you heard of Hyperlink Blocked? I feel like I haven't heard of it, but I don't know why. Oh shit, dude. Gotta be honest, Chris. I've never really gotten picked for anything before. No one ever wanted to be my partner in class. Even I got chosen last in gym. But this is like something else, you know? Something important. Chris, before I didn't think I could be a hero. I wasn't good enough, I mean, I was bad. I still kinda am bad, in some ways, I guess. Now, I got hope crossed on my heart. Hope written in truth. Written somewhere. Written somewhere no one else can erase it. That was so fucking cool. Should I be in here or should I be following Susie? This is the egg hallway. Wait a second. Oh my god. Wait. Deltarune.com/Windows. Aren't you forgetting something? Which one of these had the egg in it? Which one of these had the egg in it? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy foreshadowing. Deltarune Windows. Sweepstakes page. The 16th window leads to where the forest would grow. I know one of these pages leads to egg. So we want to go to the 16th window. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nothing? What do you call a man with one eye? A Cyclops. Alright, I guess I just try and see if I can interact with any of these windows. Like, I can just keep trying. Does this thing tell me? I'm looking at some stuff here. Wait, this one. I'm trying to fucking find the page. Why does the angel make its cry? If you hadn't looked at the Spampin' Sweepstakes update, the Windows page, one of them takes you to a page called Lost Where the Forest Would Grow, which shows like a crystal tree made of like stained glass from this chapter, from the prophecy. Who will call the girl who snows? And clicking on one of these windows... I mean, I can't use my mouse here. Clicking on one of these windows takes you to a page called The Poor Children. And then messing around on that page takes you to deltarune.com/egg. I don't know. I don't know. But I cannot find exactly which one it was before. So I will attempt to interact with every single window in this room. That noise Isn't that the fucking... Hold on. Deltarune.com/chapter5. Deltarune.com/chapter5 brings up this page. Oh, my thing isn't fully cropped, whatever. But when clicking chapter 5, plays this. Chapter 4. I forget where it is, but I know this was on here. Because that's the Shadow Mantle noise on chapter 3. Interesting stuff. I know this noise was somewhere on the Spamped Sweepstakes pages. I just cannot remember where it was. I mean, does the window look different than the other ones? The circle at the top is right side up and not upside down. It looks like an egg. Roots. Yes, that's the fucking tree. I forget the page that it plays on. Isn't this Lost? I think this is Lost Where the Forest Would Grow. Lost Where the Forest Would Grow. Yes, that's where it plays. Lost Where the Forest Would Grow. Desktop. It has this tree. The top of the webpage says Roots on it. And clicking it plays that noise. And then it takes you back to the window page. That's good foreshadowing. I heard something in between. It was mixed up, pointed, the lost grow, where the forest wood children tail the followed, the poor children. I figured. Do not fucking show me a hospital, please. This game really is just Omori 2. Chris, there you are. The patients are waiting for you. It seems to be occupied. Hey, Big G, you in there? Seems to be occupied. Someone seems to be making a painting of a tree. However, strangely, it seems that they haven't drawn the bark yet. Can't blame a bark for trying. It's a sink. It would be ridiculous if you painted something and there was nowhere to wash your hands. He is behind the tree. Oh, I'm sorry. I was too into drawing. I didn't notice you. Are you here for the art club? The man behind the tree was so sorry the whole time. Right, this is where we draw pictures and don't kill each other. What am I drawing? Oh, don't look, I'm not finished yet. How did I get here? I can't say I remember. I was in such a rush, I didn't look where I was going at all. Well, there is a man here. Well, he seems to be pointing at something and nodding. There's a canvas here. Will you draw? Chris picked up a pencil. They began by sketching what they had seen behind the tree. But as they sketched, the line began to as if the pencil had lost its way. So they started again, drawing over the lines they had already made. Many times they would suddenly halt, or the pencil drifted into a new drawing. So they started over and over again. Through many repetitions, their movement became faster and smoother. Until, without looking, they had merged. They had completed a sketch in a single wild line. In the end, as the result of layering the sketches on top of each other, the surface of the canvas was nothing more than a monochrome smear. Next, a tree was painted over it. Painted over everything, leaving nothing but a simple, still life. After all, there wasn't anything to look at in the room besides a single tree. Chris got up. It seemed the painting was completed. But their hand, smudged with graphite, was still moving, as if to trace some unseen shape. An egg was picked up from a nearby easel. Well, how did the session go? They say art is therapeutic. Which one of you was the patient, anyway? You got paid, didn't you? It's scared moss. Eat it. Moss was consumed with gusto! The hallway has been shortened. As in going backwards took you back to the beginning. I mean, if it lets me back in there, I'll take a look. I don't know if it'll let me back in if I've already been in. Normal room? Oh. There's a peculiar book here. And so wept the fallen star, making rivers with its tears. Then slowly from the bitter water something grew. It looked like glass. There's no more books to read. Don't know exactly what that means. Anyway. Hey! What does that mean? Love finds its way to the girl. Chris, I've got to find the next one. You could stay here. The girl. The girl. Jump scare. Wickabell. A metal mage. When out of tune, she's unpredictable. Press the button with the right timing. That was the Undertale battle swipe. Very interesting. Somewhat in tune. All musical acts became stronger. Perfectly in tune. All magical acts became stronger. Why does she have a homestuck troll horn on her head? The Gallery of Ancient Faces. Welcome to Club Apathia. This is an archaeological exhibit. Today's history, tomorrow's archaeology. Familiar-looking statue. All the doctors from before are now statues. Oh. Beautiful specimen. I didn't see what it said. Shit. How rustic our ancestors were. No headdress in sight. They must have concerned themselves only with their work. We should be like them. We should eat only nuts and seeds. He looks so original. No! Starwalker! The original-looking statue. I was wondering where he'd show up. No! It's a stone cooler, not particularly useful. Look how realistic the rendering of the water is by the stone. Our progenitors, this must have been the peak of beauty. These ancient, once-called organisms seem to have lived a simple life. Look how they band together. Lessons could be learned. Familiar-looking statue. Statue stand. It has your name on it. Yes, you will be a fossil too, won't you? It's a cacophony. This is by far my favorite chapter in the game. Huge fossil, falling down, breaking, smashing everything. Haha, I myself will be crushed as well. Gallery. Gallery is the name of the song that plays before fighting the final boss of a chapter. That song is named Gallery. Overachiever. The stone tablets carved in man's beard. A font of knowledge. Spellings were different back then, and better. An awful beast. A relief this creature was before our time. From the body shape, it seems to have eaten meat and fire. 500 dank dollars. Put in the money hole. Chris, hey, didn't I tell you to wait for a sec? There's something about me here, then Deltarune. Huh? The last prophecy. The story's end. The last prophecy? Is this... What happens at the end? To save the world, there is only one way. It's telling us how to save the world? Hey, Chris, this will make everything easy, right? Hey, I was reading that. Old man? Wait! It's a long way back up. Are we having a trailer moment? The floor! Is something down there? Trailer moment. Guess that answers that. Chris, over here! Get off me! Why aren't my attacks working? Oh. Thanks. I owe you one. Got you! That's the trailer moment. Be more careful, dumbass. Come on, I see the top. Damn, that was close. Hey, Chris, I think I see it. Come on. Hey, I was right. It's the old man's study. He must have been leading us here, right? Now all we gotta do is get a hold of him. Fire is run empty in its place. A stale glow which offers no warmth. It's an unmanned table of item. Take some. Hey, that's the old man's dumbass. You gotta leave some money or something. It's a Rhapsody. Take it for 99. Dude, that's 100. It costs a 99. We gotta make change? Nah, screw it. I'm not doing that. You paid an extra $1 for the Rhapsody. Hey, Chris? You think he'd want to come to our castle town? I mean, obviously he would, right? Yeah, let's just take, like, one of the town's most prized possessions. I mean, taking the hammer, but... I mean, taking the hammer, but... I'm sure he'd be cool with it, though, right? Damn, it's dark in here. Hey! Hey, old man, the hell are you going? Come on, Chris, after him. You can't phase through the walls like that. Slow the hell down, old man. We're trying to talk to you. Damn, can't see anything in here. Hey, Chris, wait a sec. Do you hear that noise? Sounds like it was coming from... Yeah, it totally sounds like that. Violin. Yeah, this way. Another noise? Sounded like it was coming from... Yeah, it totally sounds like... Hey, I hear something again. Damn it! Chris, I slipped and fell down somewhere. Stay there, okay? I'm gonna look for a way back. Left in complete darkness. Seems there's nothing left to do but to close your eyes and think about what Susie is doing now. Damn, the hell am I gonna find a way back? Maybe if I just try and listen to what's around me? Old man? Old man, that's you, right? Old man, hey, we've been looking for you. There's like this door code and I thought you might know the... Hey, old man, are you okay? Old man, what are you doing? Why are you attacking me? Aren't you trying to teach me something? You're trying to teach me something, aren't you? What's the big idea? It's me, Susie. I'm your friend, right? I wrote the letter for you. You don't recognize me? Say something. Say something already. Come on, say something already. I'm telling you, I don't want to hurt you, so just... Shit. And if you didn't get the Shadow Crystal, this would come out of nowhere. Chris! Hey, Chris, hey! There's something wrong. There's something wrong with the old man. We have to figure out how to get through to him. You talked, but nothing happened. Why doesn't he recognize me? We have to stop him before anyone gets hurt. The most intense fucking game of Simon. The most fucking tense game of Simon I've ever played in my entire life. The air crackles with sound. Chris, what the hell are you doing? That's the old man. I knew I screwed up. I screwed up making this dark world. Try to see him again, even though he's already... Old man, listen! I screwed up, I know, but... we could bring you back to our castle town. If we bring you there, you'll be all better. Yeah. I get to finally use this butt juice. We don't have to hurt you. You don't have to hurt us. White Ribbon would go crazy. Twin Ribbon would go crazy here, but I don't have it. If Ralsei shows up, he can use Pacify, right, Chris? All we have to do is wait for the old man to get tired. Screw it, old man. If it's really you, I know. I know something you've got to recognize. See this? You didn't forget my green sparkles, did you? What the hell? What happened to his... Susie, that wasn't the old man. Huh? One of the statues in his shape from his study. It must have begun moving when you made this dark world. So Ralsei knows that Susie made this world. Does he know that Chris made the TV world? Because it was never mentioned. Yeah, like, shit's getting, like, really real right now. A statue? And the old man? He's not in this world, sadly. Darkness, patterned after the memory of a loved one, tend to only appear in very specific darkness. Even if we tried to bring him to the castle town, he... Then why didn't you say something earlier? Huh? First the roaring thing, then you not being real, and now this? What's wrong with you? If you know something, why don't you just... tell us! I'm sorry. I know so many things. I know so many things. I don't know when to say them. I don't want to say them to worry you two. So I end up not saying anything. What do you mean you know so many things? About the rules of this world? About the prophecy? About what the prophecy says will happen? I didn't ask to know, but I do. I'm sorry if it creeps you out. I'm sorry if I don't tell you everything. It's just sometimes knowing things, it hurts. And if anyone's going to hurt, let it just be me, okay? Oops, I'm sorry. Or I'll say, is that why you've been acting so weird today? Why you keep... I've just been trying to stay ahead of you two, so you don't have to see it, so you won't, because it would... See what? The ending of the prophecy. What, that last prophecy thing? Susie, you didn't... No, I mean, we almost did, but please, 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 let me go ahead of you, please. I'll do every area. I'll do all the work. The next time, too. You two can just hang out and have fun. I could do all the puzzles. I could... Hey, look. It's okay, man. That last prophecy thing, I don't need to see it. So if it helps, whenever you gotta, you can go ahead alone. But everything else, we're doing it together, as a team. And nothing's gonna change that. Nothing! Whether you like it or not, Toothpaste Boy. Susie! First noogie to make someone cry. Sorry. I'm just glad you're friends with me. I'll be more honest, Susie. I promise. Even if it means sounding weird. Or I'll say, you couldn't get any weirder if you tried. You too, Susie. Thanks. Oh, let's get out of here, Chris. That's the way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Susie, there's a few things I still can't say, but from now on, I want to tell you everything I can. Know any codes to any doors? No, I do not. Oh, you're still allowed to be here. I'm the most important, caca! No matter what, I'm still here! Do you want to know what I know? Not now, dude. I'm the most important! Then, anything about Noelle? I know which items of ours she can equip. Then again, you're supposed to equip ribbons. Okay, you actually know Jack. Great. I suppose this leads back to the start.
Do you three want to know the code to the door?
Yeah.
It's 2202. Ha! It's written on me, since I'm the most important.
The fire extinguisher was the only thing I never interacted with. Thanks. We'll, go seal the fountain. Okay.
The Lightner's service has never gone without me, caca! I must be the most important of all.
Well, this is it. See you in a sec. Back again. Huh. It really worked. Now. It's the same as before? The first time. I suppose the original Dark World was formed partially from the fountain inside there, too. The Knight's 2 fountains. So it makes sense it would be similar to the world as before. Just similar, huh? Chris, the Knight is waiting in there. There's no time to think about anything else. Let's go. Wait. What? Can we pose? Fine, dumbass. Green flame. It glows with knowledge.
What? You emerged from the green flame? Well, you may as well head back through. This study has fallen to not more than a lonely shack. Warriors, gather your courage and return through the green flame.
The old maid isn't here anymore. So what? It's still his stuff. Want to take anything? We're leaving cash. Susie, then I'll make the change. Oh, let's go, petty boy. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get another wafer guard just because I can. I don't know if I need it necessarily. Like, I like having this stuff, the Devil's Tail and the Dealmaker, on Ralsei. They're both, like, really good for him. Sorceus has redeemed Beepus. Here is your musical Peepus. Which actually transitions into something that I did not mention earlier. I saw a clip recently. Okay, is this just the same? I'll talk about it in a sec. Actually, there's a... Okay, this is still the same. There's an ad about to play, so I'll talk about it in a second. Oh, Jackenstein's also gone. That's the way up to the fountain. So everything else seems to be the same. I saw a clip, which was, I watched a little bit of Vinesauce Joel's playthrough, Varg Skeletor's playthrough of, Chapter 3, but I hadn't watched the whole thing. But he was playing on a fresh save file of Chapter 3, where you can just start Chapter 3 like normal, and it goes into like a neutral state of stuff. And because he didn't have the Dealmaker or the Puppet Scarf from Spampton, the cutscene with Tenna and the Peepus, Tenna just kind of leaves the Peepus on the ground, and Chris can pick it up, and you just kind of have Peepus in your inventory. And if you leave it in your inventory for long enough, it starts making bird noises. And it's just in your inventory. And it's a healing item that only Chris can consume. And Chris can consume the Peepus. And it heals Chris for 100 HP. And Rousey and Susie ask where the hell the Peepus went. So, that's something. Just want to double check everything. I think we are good. I should check the save point one more time. Because of the recruits page. Everybody seems to be recruited. Alright. Also, Tenant in that scene is getting shamed on by the audience. People are theorizing that if you don't have the puppet scarf or the deal maker to have Spampton show up in that scene, and you take the Peepus with you, and have it start making bird noises throughout the entirety of the game, and in, like, Chapter 7 it'll hatch or something. Alright. All around you, blue glass glitters like crystals. As you approach it, the glowing light shines through them, creating a prism only you can see. This is a fucked up time signature. Do you hear that? The second fountain. It's calling us. The night must already be over there. Chris, let's go. Ow. Oh, you're an enemy. Fair enough. Try to harmonize. Touch the green. There's more in this room. Alright, that's where I'm supposed to go, so never mind. maybe this wasn't where I was supposed to go. For second stuff. Alright, then what the hell was back there? There's something over there. Good thing I came back and checked. Water, fire, air. I seem to be dying. The Flower Man, trapped in asylum. Treasure? There is no treasure, only experience. The other side of your mind. Did you miss something there? Liar! Your hands are shining. You took and made. Tickets and cards, drawn in gray and traced, repeated, it's all so clear. Though it would be a lie if I said I understood it. Asgore is so fucking important to Chapter 5, at least. Something is happening in Asgore's flower shop in Chapter 5. Like, the fucking, all the flowers in the colors of all of the human souls from Undertale can't mean nothing. Thank God I went the wrong way and had to reload the save. I loved that I saw that just now. The angel, banished, will finally meet with its desire. Below the words of that picture, what the hell is that supposed to be? That's the angel, Susie. We're not allowed to see it? I'm wearing my Binding of Isaac angel shirt today. We're not allowed to see the angel, huh? But to my understanding, it actually looks like. I don't know about that, man. It's a prophecy. Looking at it made you feel strange. You did not investigate further. It's something to do with the shadow crystals. Now get out of here. The shadow crystals, something about them makes you go crazy. Asgore has a shadow crystal in his possession. A Dark World is going to be made in the flower shop. He's going to be an antagonist. Asgore is going to be a main antagonist character in Chapter 5, is my hard prediction. What Sham says at the end of chapter, or at the beginning of this chapter, actually, Because when you see him, he says that the next possessor of a shadow crystal, you're already, like, ringing the bell of your defeat and whatnot. But Gerson didn't use the shadow crystal. Gerson wasn't affected by the shadow crystal at all because he never used it. Because wherever I went before was definitely the way to go. Oh, it's just a room with a chest in it. That's it. It's an extra wafer guard. That's it. Alright, well. Okay. Pink flame. It glows hesitantly. Return to beginning. Oh, I could have done that. I didn't. It's a bell. Ring out judgment. Judgment was decreed. You have been kind. It seems you have been spared. You have spared everyone you could. Make Rhapsody, make Skurlixer. I like not using these tension items. So I'm gonna get rid of this tension gem. I have one revivement. I have two revivements actually. This is a full heal. Also, the flat soda. Susie drank from this already, which I find amusing. I guess just get a TV dinner to fill up the last slot. We're gonna go fight Dark Bowser. The fountain. I can feel its presence just past this wall. Hey, wait! The hell are we going to climb up there now? Friends need help? How did you get here? Mr. Jack, what are you doing here? It's dangerous. Yeah, get back to the study, dude. Jack feared no danger. Friends help Jack climb out of pit of bad feelings and lonely nests. Jack will help friends climb anything now. Not like we have another choice anyway. Okie dokie on my shoulders, please. I'm in control here. Wall becomes thin here. Let's be careful. Not worry, Chuck, just hang on and... You guys, the hell are you doing here?
We apologize for our belated realization, but you three are the heroes, are you not? The story of your kindness has become legendary. And so, post-haste, we come to the aid in your battle. Go forth and defeat the knight.
Everyone, thank you so much. Guess being nice kind of pays off. Now let's kick that knight's ass. It's getting dark. Let's stick together. Damn it! It's so dark we can't see anything. If this keeps up, we'll be... Light inside my soul that's still shining in the cold. Chris? Chris, what is that light? Susie, what are you doing? Like, I'm gonna let Chris hog all the bullets. Susie, Chris, as long as there's any pain I can take in your place, I'll be there, okay? Looks like that's the end of it. Yeah. Let's finish this. One was green, one was pink, one was red. A red flame. It glows hesitantly. Well, there's a save point right here, so... You! What are you getting all those Rude Busters for? We don't have a TP for that. Nowhere to run this time, dumbass! I don't know where you've put Toriel, but it's over. Toriel? I mean, I guess. Yeah, she did say she was coming here. The stuff I want to talk about the chapters after I'm done with them. The fountain just passed you, isn't it? That means we don't even have to beat you. All we have to do is get past you, and it's over. You can't beat us in the light world, can you? So that's why you keep running, isn't it? Hey, what's so funny? Chris, why are they laughing? You're laughing because you know I'm right, don't you? You lose that fountain. It's over. Don't make another fountain! Dark world within a dark world! Ah! What if it could get darker than dark, huh? The Titans rise from the fountains. What is that thing? It's a Titan. The hell is a... There's no time to explain. Everyone, climb on. It won't attack itself. This is so fucking cool, man. They're crying. The eyes on the Titan are crying. That's hitting me from there. Oh my fucking god. It's growing angel wings. Looks like we're safe. For the time being, if we stay here, it's only a matter of time until it finds us. I'll say, what the hell is that thing? When the fountain's power becomes too strong, and the flow of darkness roars wild, it makes that a titan. It's the fear of dark. It's the bump in the night. It's the shadow of the backside of your mind. It has no consciousness. It only exists to destroy. Well, how the hell are we supposed to beat it? I don't think we can. It's hatching so fast. Unless... Chris, you can seal fountains, can't you? Maybe if the Titan is anything like a fountain, you could... It's found us! I noticed Rowsley's running animation here. And in some other points of this chapter, he's like floating and flying. Let's find a place to climb back on. Fast! If we can jump here, we can make it back on. Why would I need to wait a sec? Cool fucking embryos we've got here, huh? It's already spawning? Darkness constricts you. Gain TP to reduce the outside of its Titan spawn. They're fucking dark embryos. We have access to dual heal. But not Red Buster, only Rude Buster. This is fucking insane. Shard of Fear appears in places of deep dark. Expose it to light and gather courage to gain TP, then banish it. When did you start being yourself? Where's the soul shone brighter? Cool dark matter. I love that. Vanish. Versus soul emitted a brilliant light. Purified. Is everyone alright? Yeah, let's get back on. If we can jump here, we can make it back on. Hurry, something's coming! After us! I pressed left, or press right there. Whatever. this way. The most intense game of Frogger I've ever played. Chris, get over here! Doesn't look like we can go much higher. Ralse, are you okay? I'm fine, just a little rattled. Ha! Susie! Don't mention it. Let's go. A world basked in purest light. Beneath it grew eternal night. The light and dark, both burning dire, a countdown to the earth's expire. If fountains freed the roaring cries, and tightened shape from darkened eyes. End of the line, huh? It seems so. Guess we just wait for the Titan to show up, huh? No. It's already been here the whole time. It's playing gallery but slowed down. Hey, dumbass! Don't know if you got the memo, but we're heroes, and there's a whole lot of stuff written in our lives we haven't gotten to see yet. So get out of our way, or as soon as my hand stops shaking, my axe is gonna chop you in half, got it? Deltarune is waiting. Chris, Ralse, let's go! Darkness constricts you. TP gain reduced outside of question mark. The fear of the dark, which appears in many forms. Use axe to survive. Expose darkness to light, and gather courage to gain TP. Then use unleash to reveal the weak point. I cannot believe what is happening. How did Jackenstein foreshadow this fight? Of all fucking things. %, is what we need. The atmosphere feels tense. I mean, I should be attacking, right? Your soul emitted a brilliant light. Oh my god, that's damage. Attack! Its defense is down! Only revives Chris. If there's ever a time to use a revivement, it's probably now, right? Darkness flows. A swarm is coming. Titan's hand began to move once more. I would love to use Rude Buster right now if I could. Did we do it? What's it doing? Grand. It's regenerating. Hey, Ralsei, how do we stop it? I don't know. I'm hearing those Geigus noises Toby loves so much. Seems capable of regenerating if not fatally wounded. Yeah, no shit. It seems we were only damaging its outer shell. As long as the inside is intact, this battle will just keep... Great. I suppose we just have to keep on fighting. What are you all giving up for? You're not out of ideas yet, are ya? Old man, I thought you were...
I was looking for a change of scenery, but this was a bit ridiculous. Come on, let's get this fella.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Dual Buster! Your soul shone on Old Man and Susie.
Oh my fucking god, this is so fucking pink. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, right? Still, we're only harm the outside.
And you know what to do, right?
Chris, I got an idea, but, you're gonna have to put your life in my hands. Kinda literally. Damn, what am I asking for? We both know I got this, right? Let's go! Ha! Nah, screw it. Get dunked on! I cannot believe you just said those words to me. Wow, the ending to Mario and Luigi Brothership? We jumped inside it so the soul could seal it from the inside. That's so fucking cool. We did it. Hey, Chris, what's the deal with that red heart thing? Is that your... Wait a sec, the old man. Come on, we still gotta talk to him. Chris. Chris, you're alright. I can't believe it actually worked. We actually defeated a Titan. If we can do that, then... Chris, where's Susie? Susie, wait! You got anything to say about that? We fucking murdered a Titan. Man, do you ever have anything good to say? Oh, the prophecy. No. Susie, stop! And then, when all hope is lost for the tale, the final tragedy unveils. To save the world, there was only one way. Susie, don't look! Shut up. What the hell are you apologizing for? You're worried about that? Seriously? This stupid prophecy? Like something like that would happen? I wouldn't let it happen. Chris wouldn't let it happen. And obviously you wouldn't let it happen. So why wouldn't you laugh? It's just stupid. So stop crying, okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Hey, Chris. Let's go seal the fountain, okay? Susie. She's a really, really nice person, Chris. How can she be so kind? How? I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry I didn't say the whole prophecy at first. I just thought if I said something different, if we did something different, if we were just kind enough, Perhaps by the time we were here it would change, but no matter what we do, our fate is already decided. Sorry, don't look at me. I don't mean to always make everything about me. I'm sorry, Everything's okay, Chris. Look, I'm smiling. It's okay to not smile. Chris, you... I'm scared. It's getting harder and harder just to stand there smiling all the time, to be the one pretending I'm not afraid too. But being with you two, the more I'm with you two, I realize friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far, far greater than I could have imagined. I want to believe again. I want to believe it can change, that there isn't just one ending. Susie's hope, her naive hope. It's infectious, isn't it, Chris? So until we see fate with our own eyes, let's believe too. Chris, you can go to the fountain now. Susie's waiting. Chris, you were cool when you played the piano earlier. Only then the worlds be saved. There's an unused sprite in Chapter 2 when Susie falls off the trash pile after the roller coaster ride. There's supposed to be a sprite of her bleeding there. And then Rouse heals her. But in the used version of the sprite, Susie's not bleeding. But here, Susie smashes the glass with her hand, and her hand starts bleeding. Monsters in Undertale are made of magic, and they do not bleed. There is not a single monster in the game that bleeds, besides Sans. Monsters in the Deltarune universe are not made of magic, and they bleed like anyone else can. And that sprite of Rouse with the blood on his face is a very, very powerful sprite. I'm just saying, I don't think that was ketchup. Hey, Chris. Can I tell you a stupid dream I have? No matter what, I want to keep being friends with you and Rouse. When the sun comes up again, I want tomorrow to be the same as yesterday, and the next day to be just the same as that. That in the end, we can always go back to the way things were before. You don't have to say anything back, Chris. I know. You're thinking the same thing. Aren't you, dumbass? Susie's smile, which seemed to defeat everything, shined in front of you for a moment. It was as if all the darkness had been blown away. As if the emanation, your soul, began to glow. Also confirming that monsters don't turn to dust. They are cremated. Toriel? Hey, Knight? Chris? Was Toriel even... Let's just go. The organ. No reason to play it now. It's a door. A large person could fit inside. You turned the doorknob. You didn't do anything else. Much like the closet in the computer lab in Chapter 2, it says the same thing. And just you wait till Alvin gets here tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Was this always here? The final boss of the chapter didn't have a dead pixel. I don't think this was here before. Smells nice. After the rain. I'm too afraid to go down here and the music stops. No closer to opening this thing, huh? Tomorrow. Tomorrow we have to do something. We have to. It's late. Why don't we just go home? I had heard some online discussion before Chapter 4 had come out, Chapters 3 and 4 had come out, saying that there's going to be, if there's going to be a song in a future chapter, because we already knew it was going to rain in Chapter 4 from previews that we had seen, and it starts playing, it's raining somewhere else, that people are going to flip the fuck out. And yeah, sure is. I actually do know the title of this song. It's called The Place Where It Rained. From It's Raining Somewhere Else to The Place That It Rained. If you're watching on mobile, then yeah, that happens. Usually this only happens if you skip talking to Onion in Chapter 1 and you go into Chapter 2, this scene plays. Is it even possible to see Onion in Chapter 3? I'm gonna wait like 20 seconds because an ad on Twitch just started playing. Okay, the ad should be over, hopefully. Is it even possible to see Onion in Chapter 3 at all? Because I don't think it is. Not that I've seen. You hear that? No? Or not Chapter 3, but like the beginning of Chapter 4 is what I mean. That's what I mean, because you're in the Dark World all of Chapter 3. So, like, is it possible to see Onion at the start of this chapter? Sounds like someone's playing a song out there. You know, on the other side of the lake. A song from the sea, huh? Again, where the fuck does this window go when I enter the house? So, do you mind if I... Chris?
I have not danced the jitterbug like this in ages.
Well, you aren't bugging me, so jitter away.
Why didn't the skeleton,
Doing the fucking Mother 3 dance,
have anybody to dance with? Because he had nobody to dance with.
Good one. Not only did you totally botch that joke, but I'm dancing with you, so it doesn't make any sense. Are we, interrupting something?
Oh, Chris! Snoozy! No, you are not interrupting anything.
We were looking at you for church at,
Sorry, I canceled choir practice today due to the rain. The weather was so bad and... Chris? Susie? Have you met Mr. Sands?
Oh, we sure have met Mr. Sands, Mom. Heya. Seeing new Sans sprites is so fucking cursed, by the way. He's had the same sprite this entire game from Undertale, and now he has new sprites.
Oh, Susie, did you want to stay over again? You could just sleep in Azriel's bed.
I think I gotta be going, actually. Oh, alright. See you later, honey. I mean, Susie. Later. Chris, is Susie okay? Hey, she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll figure it all out. Meanwhile, let's get back to business. Chris, what about you? You want a party? Chris, party, board games! And hey, we don't gotta do just the disco dancing, kid. We can play some brand new music too. How about we pump up the tunes? Pump up the tunes, pump up the tunes, pump up the tunes! Ha 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 ha! She is so fucking drunk right now. Chris, where are you going? Going to bed already? There are pancakes in the fridge if you want them, dear. Good night, honey. This is so fucked up. Sorry I wasn't here, honey. It started pouring so suddenly, so I just had to duck into the convenience store and... Well, Mr. Sands was just so much fun that... Who gives a darn about choir practice? Chris, let's sing right now. Sands, can you beatbox? Been doing it the whole time. Bro, if Asgore was looking through the window right now, I think he would unironically kill himself. He would open the front door and then kill himself right in front of Toriel. This music! Chris, you know what happens when I go hyper mode. Chris, thanks for showing us hyper mode. Press the stop button. Unfortunately, the stop button is the only thing that seems to be broken. You should probably just go to bed. The trash can. Well-watered flowers are blooming inside. Cupboard. It seems to be missing things. There's some cinnamony batter caked on the stovetop. Sink. Someone has cleaned out the white fur in the drain. The fridge. A bottle of ketchup stands defiantly inside. You should probably just go to bed. No. Sad, stop fucking my mom in the living room. Put me back in, buddy. Susie's here. We aren't gonna let that happen. Right? Chris. Don't forget Chris. You promised. Well done. The halfway mark has been attained. But it is still waiting. How much longer now? My Deltarune. To be continued in Chapter 5, 2026. You're calling it right now? How did I see nobody spoil that? How did I see nobody say anything about that? Oh boy. Deltarune, Chapter 4. What a fucking ending. Everything about Chapter 4 was near perfection. By far my favorite in this game thus far. I don't even know where to begin speaking right now, man. I don't even know where to begin. I was getting quite emotional near the end of the chapter. Here, before I say anything else, Toby Fox had tweeted out and posted on Blue Sky, after completing Chapter 4, to reload your save, you may have missed something. I originally was thinking that that would be doing the mic stuff, if you haven't already done the mic stuff yet. But, like, looks like that thing in Castletown. Our way back to the light world. Did the door to the church crack open? What do we do? Wait. We can't leave now. Toriel might be... Susie, if you stay, I should stay too. Chris, if you're gonna go fast and direct. No messing around. Come back quick, Chris. Funky music emerges from the cafe and fills the town. You are filled with the power of Funky Town. I can save over this, I think. It's fine if I do. So cool that I can't go give Sean the Shadow Crystal. The password is 6453. Don't forget it. I guess it is. If you hadn't already done the Mike stuff, the Mike stuff shows up. But then wouldn't you be doing the Mike fight with just Chris? Oh, that's right, it's this. Actually... Here, I'm not going to grind these high scores. I want to see something really quick. We established the Grandpa Semi here. I just want to see something really quick. I guess this is what Toby meant by something you missed. If you didn't solve the Mike puzzle before, here's how you do the Mike puzzle now. But let me get a score and then die. What? Cat Mike has the highest score? What's wrong with you, making people think Mike is a cat? I swear you people see pink and yellow and think, oh, a friend. Being a friend doesn't make them yours. Those teeth, they bite. I just wanted to see that text. I mean, we could also check recruits and see everyone from here. We can see Miss Mizzle, a regular Mizzle who, after ages of worship, falsely believes herself to be of great royalty, isn't even wholly elemental. Organic, a philosopher who studies the ancient words. Their light-blocking mask is said to let them consume deeper within the truth of the dark. Winglade, the witch's familiar, a living sword. Its greatest delight is being asked to carve graffiti. Wickabell, a witch who engages in musical rituals. Each song she plays is the magical charm that can change one's mood. Oh, isn't that all music? The Aqua Fairy, which slumbers in the water cooler, arbitrarily does fairy-like or princess-like things as she pleases. Bibliox, an old sage who can't help but mumble, is rumored that 1,000 spells are kept within his beard. Balthazard, an ancient aeromancer. It generates magic incense and stores it in its steel shell. Easygoing, it gets along well with Gwei. Gwei, a waxy spirit that generates ghastly flames, though not a real ghost per se. It has an aversion to wisp water and the like. Chill, buddy. Gwei is sipping the melted wax from the ambient candles. Check this out. Let's carve your initials on the table. Bubble, bubble. Wait. She's musically striking the side of the cup with a spoon. Oh, paired with a regular sort. Well then, be my apprentice. Oh, anyone but her. Oh, is this tap water? Ho hum. Not Pippin. Seems like they're drinking water. Feels questionable. Oh, is this tap water? Oh, young hero, I beseech thee, where is the VIP chamber? There's more of those I could look at too, but... Took you long enough. Hope you had a good time, Chris. Save here. On this save slot. Is there anywhere to put the egg? In this chapter? You just get the egg and hold on to it still? I think it is not known. Now, let me see that again, actually. Doesn't play the full prophecy. Okay. Just curious. Let me be right back, and then I will do some talking. These new chapters to Deltarune have been very, very interesting. We still don't know exactly Chris's motivation for opening the TV World Dark Fountain. But I did enjoy TV World for the most part. I think Tenna is a fantastic character, but as I've said, I don't particularly like the pace of Chapter 3 very much. And I think being able to miss the Shadow Crystal and the egg the way you can is very annoying and bad. You have to replay the entire chapter just to get the stuff back. there should be an NPC somewhere in that chapter, because there is one before, but then he disappears. There should be one that lets you, like, cheat the system and, like, get S rank back on a thing you didn't get S rank on, so you can go and do the Shadow Crystal, Shadow Mantle stuff. I liked learning more about Spamton's relationship with Tenna, because that was a big question going into this that needed solving. All of the Mike stuff, all the things with the friend, the whatever, image_friend, I think was just all a misdirection and is not actually relevant to the game at all, as explained in the whole Mike room stuff. So, that's all there. I don't think we need to worry about that anymore. Chapter 4, I thought was amazing. I enjoyed all the interactions with Noelle that were seen early on. Getting to see Carol Holiday was an awesome surprise, because now it's one more character we have to think about and theorize about. The scene with Asgore that we saw at the beginning of the stream was also incredibly interesting. It's definitely going to come back very soon. And there's still lots of theorizing to do with what's going on with December and Carol. The Church Dark World was also very, very cool. The atmosphere was amazing. I loved exploring that Dark World. It's the only Dark World that does not have the teleportation doors, if anyone had not noticed that yet. Because all the other Dark Worlds have had, like, fast travel doors, but this Dark World was so centralized in one area that it didn't really need them. It's the Wisps. I mean, that it's at the very, very end of the chapter that those Wisps show up, if you need to go back. So I guess so. The existence of Gerson in the Dark World was super, super cool and completely unexpected. Like, if I was expecting something Gerson related, especially because I was a believer of the Oberon smog theory for a while, that Gerson would come back in some way. But what we knew before is that Gerson was supposed to be buried. Excuse me. Was supposed to be buried in the graveyard left of the church. With the hammer. The hammer was supposed to be buried there and the dust across it. But Alvin just seems to have kept his father's ashes and the hammer in his office at the church. So Gerson showing up and teaching Susie a very valuable life lesson to make her less self-doubtful was very cool. The secret boss fight against Gerson was amazing. The whole Green Soul stuff was amazing. Again, I had believed that was the next thing that would be showing up as a soul mode mechanic. I will say I'm disappointed by Chapter 3, but that's because I was hoping Chapter 3 would be different than what it was. Like, I personally, I've seen Discourse now. It's been like a little over a week since these chapters have been out, and now I'm seeing online discourse of like, oh, these things should have happened. It's like, oh, you should be happy with what we have. But no, I do think there was some missed potential with Toriel in the Dark World. Because, like, for years we were speculating, what's Toriel going to be doing in this Dark World? Toriel's going to be in the Dark World. How are we going to convince Toriel that everything was a dream, just like we did with Noelle and Birdley? The solution to that is just not have Toriel be there at all, and just have her be a plot device that Tenna is trying to, like... I don't even really know what Tenna was trying to do. He was keeping Toriel in the ball, in the capsule. For what reason, I really don't even know. He was just kind of holding on to her. Like, he liked Toriel the most. And, like, he said Toriel's gonna be his trump card. I don't even really know what that means. I guess so, to keep the heroes busy. Something along those lines. But I think it would have been really interesting if Toriel was actually there and, like, a party member, because we were speculating for years that we were going to have more party members in the Dark Worlds. Like, we were going to have more Lightners enter the Dark World, and so many people are going to have it, like, be convinced that it's going to be a dream, and then, like, things are going to get out of hand. But it was really just Noelle and Birdly, and that's it. Gerson kind of barely counts because he's dead. So, like, yeah, there was nothing there in Chapter 3. Toriel was just kind of a plot device. I was really expecting, like, Jockington or Caddy to be relevant in the Church Dark World. But nobody was. Not a single one of the Lightners was relevant to that. I've seen many, like, mock-ups and theories of, like, Caddy being a party member in the Church Dark World. Or, like, in a future Dark World, and that just did not happen. Like, especially with the Jockington grows the beard thing, so many people, myself included, were thinking, like, oh, that's confirmation that Jockington is actually going to be in this Dark World with us somehow. But no, it was just the standard character roster here. But with the way the story went for Chapter 4, I don't think I mind the more Lightners not being in the prophecy stuff, this prophecy chapter, as much. I think the chapter did what it needed to do. I do really just think Toriel should have been used a little bit more in the church, or in the, in Chapter 3. I think Chapter 4 is kind of fine the way it is. We don't know what the end of the prophecy said, because Susie shattered it before Chris could get there, which means we could not see it. The place where it rained was very awesome. I was walking through that whole thing, because I wanted to just absorb the atmosphere of the song. What do you think it is? It's something that Rousey is not happy about. It might have to be something with causing the roaring on purpose somehow, which wouldn't really make a lot of sense, but, like, I don't know. Something happens to save the world, but some great sacrifice has to be made in order to save the world. I've heard theories of the final part of the game. You're gonna have to, like, close the Castletown Dark Fountain or something. I don't know. But, what I'm thinking, it just has to be some sort of sacrifice. Chris has to sacrifice themselves, or all three heroes have to sacrifice themselves. And Rousey doesn't want whatever the prophecy says to happen. And doesn't want the one ending. And I'm curious about what the Weird Root stuff is going to be. I will be playing the Weird Root of Chapter 3 and 4. Eventually. I would like to do it sooner than later so I could keep not avoiding spoilers. For all that. But just like the way Chapter 2 had ended, the chapter still ended the same way, with Chris opening the Dark Fountain. But Birdly is out of the picture at some point. We wouldn't even be able to see what happens to the Birdly until the start of Chapter 4. My other thing is that when you're exploring the town at the beginning of the chapter, you go up to the computer lab and Susie's like, hey, if we go in there, people are gonna know we stole stuff. But my prediction is that on the Weird Root file, you go back up to the computer lab door, and Susie is going to see that Birdly is still there, and has not moved at all, and is just going to try and keep it a secret. But yeah, Sans is totally fucking Toriel. And whoever Chris is talking to on the phone, we don't know who it is. But something is happening Chris trapped us in the cage, and it looked like they were about to jump out their window to meet Susie again, but without the soul. And whoever was on the phone promised Chris something, or Chris promised them something. So is Chris in cahoots with the Roaring Knight somehow? I don't know how any of this story plays into anything, and I will be watching many more theory videos and have my own speculation between now and next year, because Toby Fox is hard calling that sometime next year we will get Chapter 5. Originally, Toby had said that he wanted Chapters 3, 4, and 5 to come out all at once, but decided to just have it be only 3 and 4. Because it was going to take way too long for everything to come out if he did that. And according to the newsletters, Chapter 5 has been in active development since late last year. And if it was late last year, that means Chapter 5 has been in development and active development for at least like 9 months to almost a year. So it would make sense that if next year we got Chapter 5... Then yeah, that checks out. I don't know what else I can say, because I've definitely said a lot of my thoughts throughout this playthrough of the game. But this has been just so damn cool. I cannot believe that we actually have this game, and more content is in it. And things are starting to get really good. There's still more to the story we have to see if we do the Weird Root stuff. Like I said, I will be doing that soon. But yeah, that's Deltarune. And Deltarune is very much waiting. The ending text as well, that is absolutely still Gaster. I've heard theories that Gaster is a stand-in for a game developer, and he is developing the world of Deltarune, and we're seeing it chapter by chapter. And he's saying, how much longer do we wait to see my Deltarune? To see all that. I just tore skin off my thumb and now I'm bleeding. I don't really know why I did that. Toby Fox Gaster. I could probably go on and ramble for a really long time about more things, but if there's anything more I'd like to say, I'll just do it when I play the Weird Root stuff. Really, why did I do that? I didn't think that it would remove that much skin off of my thumb. But yeah, this is just so incredibly interesting, and I love the fact that we have this. And I will continue to obsess over this game for a much longer period of time. If there's honestly, if there's anything else I feel like I really need to say, I will edit it in here at the end. But I'm streaming this the day before I want to upload it, so I don't think I'll add anything else. But, again, I want to keep talking, but, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Because I don't know what to say. I love Deltarune, is what I can say. Chapter 4 was amazing. And I cannot wait to see what happens further in the story. I think I'll end it here, just so I'm not talking about absolutely nothing for the next 20 minutes. So, thank you very much for watching Deltarune Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, my full blind playthroughs. If you watch these, I very much appreciate it. There's thousands and thousands of other people playing Deltarune, and if you're taking the time to watch my playthrough, I appreciate that. This is all streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokeball35. Link in the description down below. If you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. because I do have a lot to offer, including this full blind playthrough of Deltarune. Sometime soon, I will be picking this up again and playing the Weird Route off of my Chapter 2 Weird Route file, Snowgrave stuff. And we will see what the heck happens that is different there. You can also go back and watch my full blind playthrough of Chapter 2 I did 4 years ago now. I've played so many different Undertale and Deltarune fan games and things over the last couple years leading up to all this. I highly recommend you check out, what the heck was it? I can't remember off the top of my damn head. I literally, like, just played it very recently. Hold on. I've almost got it. The Upper Hand. Deltarune The Upper Hand. It is a fan boss fight related to what if there was a dark world inside of Sans and Papyrus's house. That is a very, very good fan game. I recommend you check that out. I've played Ribbit, which is a fantastic mod to Deltarune with its own original story and things that uses some Deltarune elements, and Ribbit was amazing. I've also played some other fan games like Undertale Yellow, Completely Blind, all the routes in that. Team Switch Underswap you can also check out. I love that game too. Other things that are related, such as One Shot. I've played One Shot Blind before. Omori is one of my favorite games of all time, and this game definitely has some parallels to Omori. I've done a full blind playthrough of Omori and Omori's 2 different routes, so you can see that as well. And even just last October, I played Off for the first time, and in August, there is a full remake of Off coming out, made by people at Fangamer, or being published by Fangamer, or whatever, I'm not entirely sure. But the game is being completely remade, and there's an entire new soundtrack in the game, and a lot of the songs in the game are also composed by Toby Fox, which Off helped inspire Undertale and Deltarune, so now he's come full circle with that. I will be playing the Off remake when that releases as well. And many, many other things in my Undertale and Deltarune related playlist I think you should check out. But for right now, that is Deltarune. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.